Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mojolicious. We have so far created a project using Mojolicious Full App, created a homepage for our website, and added a HTML theme using Mojolicious template and layouts to make it look appealing. We will now look at session management. We will cover the below topics today. As part of session management, we will first create a login and logout page so that visitors to our websites lands on the login page instead of a home page. Then we will add logic to authenticate registered users to allow access to the website. Unregistered users will be prompted with a message. Let us go ahead and create the login and logout pages. Let me fire up a terminal. I'm connected to the DigitalOcean server where we have built our project so far. If you remember from a previous session, we have created a master layout for our website. So any new page we want to create will just be a template which uses this master layout. Let's head over to the templates folder. I'll create a login and logout page template by copying our existing homepage template. Let me open the login page. I will change the title to say login page. I will remove all the HTML content and add a login form. It's a very simple login form which accepts username and password. It also has a submit button and a clear button. I've also added a simple logic to display error message in case of authentication failures. Oh, there is a syntax error here. This should be $. I will save and exit. Now let me open the logout page. Change the title. Replace the HTML content with the logout message. Save and exit. Right now we don't have a link to log out from the website in our home page. Let us go ahead and add a link. Open the home page and then add a link. We have not yet written the logic to handle the logout route. We will add it in a while. For now, save and exit. We have a login and logout page ready. Now for the main part, adding authentication logic to allow only registered users to our website. Let us open a controller file and add few subroutines which gets executed based on different actions on our web page. We already have a subroutine to display our home page. We will leave it as it is. First, we will add a subroutine to display the login page. We have not yet written the already logged in subroutine. We will write it in a while. If the person is already logged in, we will just direct him to the welcome page, that is a home page. If he is not logged in, we send him to the login page. Then let us create a logic to validate registered users. In the real world, we would have the encrypted user credentials stored in the database. For the purpose of this demo, I have kept it simple and created a hash with user data. We will validate the credentials against this hash. Let's create a subroutine called valid user check. I have the list of valid users. Let's get the username from the login form. First thing what we'll do is we'll check if the user exists. If the user exists, then we will validate his password. If the password is validated, we create a session cookie. We'll call the cookie isAuthenticated, isAuth. We will also store the username in the session cookie. We will expire the session in 10 minutes if there is no activity. Once the session cookies are created, we will direct him to the welcome page, which is a home page. If the password is incorrect, we will redirect him back to the login page with appropriate message. We will say invalid password, try again. But if the user itself does not exist, we will add a message. Now we'll also add a logic to check if the user is already logged in. If not logged in, redirect him to login page. And finally, logic to log out. We will end the session. Once the session is ended, we'll redirect him back to the logout page. If you remember, we created this logout page in the beginning of the session. We have pretty much everything we need to handle our page actions. Don't forget to save and exit. Now let's go to our main library. And let's add the logic to call these subroutines that we just now created. Open the main library file. Let us first change the root route to display the login page instead of the home page. Once the login credentials are entered, we need to check if they are correct. So let's add a route for that. If you remember, in our login form, we had given login as the form action. And then if the user clicks logout, we will call the logout subroutine to end the session cookies. Let me also add this logic. Oh, sorry, this should be post request and this should be any. If you remember, we had created this already logged in subroutine in our controller, which basically check if a user has logged in or not. This is not relevant now, but will be very useful in the next session. What under does is, if the subroutine executed in the under call fails, nothing below this statement gets executed. This comes in handy when your website has many pages. You don't have to add logic to check if the user has logged in multiple places. This one call does it all for you. We will see it in action in the next session. Don't forget to save and exit. I guess we now have everything required to check our changes. Let us start our web application and make sure that our web page is behaving as expected. Let me clear the screen. I'll start our web application using the Morbo web server. Let me open my browser. We have SSH tunneling enabled. So let me access a website using localhost IP. We can see that instead of the home page, we are greeted with a login page now. Let me first enter an incorrect username, which does not exist in our hash. We get appropriate message. Now let me enter a valid username but incorrect password. It gives appropriate message. If I give the correct credentials, I'll be able to access my home page. And if I click logout, I'll be logged out from the website. Let me log in back again. We have successfully secured our website so that only registered users can access it. If you want the code that is used in the session, you can get it from my blog. I'll add the link to it in the description below. In the next video, we will look at database management. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for your time. Please like this video and do subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.